So talking about partnerships, I mean, you and Collin were so dominant for so long. And then I think there started being some chinks in the armor. And I think people started figuring you guys out. And you started not having as much success. What was that like? Is he one of your best friends?
Yeah, for sure.
And so what was that like going from being so dominant to then being vulnerable and then having to ultimately make the decision to leave Collin?
Yeah, I mean, I would say the first thing is like being dominant, like incredible experience, like just getting to play with your brother in a sport professionally is an incredible privilege, period. To do it at that high of a level, even better. Like amazing to work together every day and be dominant and win a bunch of tournaments together. Like such a great feeling every time you win a tournament together, like phenomenal. And it was hard, every day, like just training, like it was a privilege to be able to train at something every day. Like that was really great. In terms of everything else, I do remember like a conversation where it's like, we realized this is unsustainable, right? In terms of winning, because we were winning so much where it's like this, it almost shouldn't be happening this much. Like we were winning, once we kind of, I guess, got the hang of Matt and Riley match up a little more where we were going back and forth for a while. But after that, there was a time where we won a lot of tournaments in a row. And we were like, the perspective is the word that keeps coming up where it's like, eventually this is not going to happen like this. And we need to be ready for that in terms of, we'll continue to try to adapt. But if that day comes, try not to be upset about it. Just, value the time that you had of being this dominant. Because
are you saying this? Are you like...
We both were. I'm just like, hey, like try to appreciate this because it's really hard to do. And it probably won't happen for all that long. If it happens for another year, another 2 years, like appreciate that because it's probably not going to happen for that long. And then that came into, I guess, 2024, just last year, of it, not happening as much. So it was some sense of, okay, it is happening. We're losing a little bit more. And then, of course, the inevitable, which is like no professional athlete wants to be losing. So, of course, there's generally neither of us were happy about it. So we had to both keep the perspective of initially like this was bound to happen at some point, and then the natural reaction of this sucks, we hate it. All of that, I would say, just Collin incredibly good at being a partner built to, like we've said before, like being built for me from the ground up. Like we only trained him to be good at this stuff that was really built to be played with my game style. Which is one reason why I feel like it's hard to find another partner for him where it's like I said before, like you adapt to me, like you just adapt around how I play.
Yeah,
right?
no, you're totally right.
It's hard to find another me for his partner. Whereas if I'm playing with somebody, it's like I adapt a little bit, but mostly I kind of just play how I play, and other people have adapted to me up to this point, at least. I guess with Gabe, there's been more of I guess I've adapted a little bit with him.
Well, he comes over and takes a bigger middle too.
Yeah, for sure. So there's been more of that, but up to that point, it had always been like that. So that's why I kind of feel like it is definitely hard for him to find.
He got a raw deal, kind of.
Right, exactly. Where it's like, well, he needs somebody that plays like me, but that's just there's not a lot. There's not a lot out there, right? He was always built to play very much my game style. He was also built to play in a time where paddles were not what they are now.
Yeah. And his defense is, Collin's resets might be my favorite shot.
It's a lot of people. It's buttery. It's just beautiful.
So good.
Just like the amount of reps he put into it. Like I just feel like there's certain people and certain game styles that unfortunately were not complemented by technology, and certain skills that were not complemented, right? Like we still talk about it today where it's like you're using to some extent like almost a tennis racket in a lot of ways on certain shots where it's like it used to be a lot harder to learn certain types of shots. The learning curve is much less than it used to be on a lot of shots. And by extension, some players and some assets and skills they learned got diminished because of certain stuff that you're able to do and that you're able to learn more quickly.